When doing a goblet squat, we follow the same rules as with every other variation of a squat. We try to make sure that we have our feet flat on the floor and we have the weight evenly distributed on the inside, the outside, and the heel of our foot. We try to make sure that as we descend downwards, the direction that our thigh bone points is going in the same direction as our foot. So from heel to toe is going the same direction as hip to knee. We try to keep our spine in a neutral position and we don't have major compromises in this structure throughout the range of motion, and we descend with a 50-50 split between our hips and knees. So we're evenly distributing the load between our hips and between our knees. You can do a goblet squat with lots of different implements. You can do it with a kettlebell, you can do it with a dumbbell, you can do it with a medicine ball, you can do it with anything that allows you to hold weight at your front. There are some things that are just easier to hold and some things that are easier to pick up. So for a lot of people, a kettlebell seems to be the easiest thing to pick up because you effectively perform a kettlebell swing to the point where it is at your chest, and then you can hold it just on the outside of the handles that you used to swing it up. And then again, when you return it to the ground, it's a very easy transition to the ground. With a dumbbell goblet squat is this version that I've seen people do where they squat it onto one leg and they rotate and stand it up. It can be a good way of doing it if you aren't strong enough to swing the weight up and catch it and you don't have a bench to rest it on to stand up with. This is personally the way I've found it most comfortable to hold a dumbbell if you're doing dumbbell goblet squats, but you can perform it in whichever way you choose. Also, goblet squats are a really good exercise for people who struggle with keeping their torso upright when they do a squat, because as you lower down towards the ground, you can manipulate how far away the kettlebell goes from your chest to allow you to stay more upright. If you just slightly open your elbow joint so the kettlebell is a little bit further in front, it can just allow a little bit of an easier balance point for you to be able to stay standing upright and tall. So if you are the kind of person that folds a little bit when doing normal squats like back squats, this can be a good way to teach your core musculature how they are supposed to brace to keep you upright when doing a squat.